Congratulations, class of 2021. This is a bittersweet goodbye for me because this is the last group of students that I taught before I switched to the dark side and moved to the administration. Not only is it sad because this is the last group of students I taught, this was also one of the favorite years that I taught. 2 years ago when you guys were sophomores, those are some of the best classes that I'd ever had. Just tons of fun, and you guys really it made it hard to make the decision to leave the classroom. I wish you well. Let me know if there's anything I can do. You guys are great, and you will definitely be missed around here. Good luck.
Pep rallies. I like the pep rallies because it was like a time to get out of class and hang with my friends and see new people.
Just like all my experiences in the Houston band and all the good friends I made. Friday nights were definitely a highlight. Just getting to be around all my favorite people and getting to do the thing I love.
That one time when we had a fire drill and I got to get out of the test.
DECA State junior year or sophomore year when there was like the sophomore parking lot and all of us had to get there like at the butt crack of dawn and sit in our cars and wait for like 30 minutes before we could even walk into school. And it was such a pain, but we would all just hang out in each other's cars and talk before school for like 30, 45 minutes every morning, eat our breakfast, do our makeup, whatever, do homework that was due the next period, and that just like, I kind of missed it whenever it was gone, so.
Probably being on homecoming court. I would probably say for junior year, it was just a really fun and sweet experience just because I loved all my peers and my classmates, and it was just really fun to be able to like represent my class and be able to be a part of like pep rallies and just be there for all my students and stuff.
Junior year, after beating Collierville, go Mustangs, after losing to them, and we had to come back, which was cool.
Definitely joining the softball team.
Probably winning the state championship for lacrosse in 2018. It was a good memory, good group of guys.
This one time I was in my chemistry class and the intercom kept going off, giving random announcements like 3 times in a row. And the fourth time, the intercom called me to the office and Ms. Kennedy was already very annoyed at it. So she basically just yelled at the lady to let me finish my quiz in peace.
When we got the news that we did not have to take the statewide exams.
Just meet new people, getting to know more people you know, just hanging out with them and stuff.
Being in Mr. Travers' class and listening to all his crazy stories and ideas.
Probably Dr. Setchman's 10th grade class. I had a great group of people in there. Probably my favorite memory in there, this will never happen again in my life. He said that we'll never write a narrative essay, and then he told us that we are writing a narrative essay, and the whole class got way too excited for that. And then he wrote our parents an email saying that has never happened in any of his years of teaching, that a kid was excited to write an essay for him.
Making all my friends that I have today.
Playing sports like soccer and lacrosse.
It was probably this cross-country season. You know, I kind of actually got to run a bit better.
My favorite memory would be each morning, Coach Field and Mr. Wright would say, "Good morning, Kinsey," and then I walked to my first period.
My favorite memory is probably knowledge bowl competitions on Saturday mornings.
Definitely beating Collierville at Collierville to win district sophomore year. That was pretty cool.
Going to Hamilton's film class and like watching movies and learning and be able to critique and stuff like that. And it really helped me learn that I actually really like film, so that's cool.
Eating lunch.
My favorite memory of my time here in Houston happened only about a week ago when my Mustangs won the state championship for basketball.
Class of 21, this is Mr. Ross wishing you guys farewell. We thank you for everything that you've contributed to Houston High School and the greater Germantown community. We know that you guys have had a rough last couple years, but we appreciate everything that you've done, and we know you guys are going to go on and do great things. Good luck.
My favorite teachers are Mr. Hamilton and Frau Penrod, just because, I don't know, they're the kindest and just like the chillest teachers.
Mr. Boyer, because he is hilarious.
Favorite teacher was Dr. Suchman, sophomore year English. I just loved that class. I had a lot of friends in that class. We learned a bunch, and I probably learned the most from him throughout high school. So
I'd say Mr. Uhiron, because he is very funny sometimes, and he tells us great stories in class.
Actually, Miss Cecilia, because she has really helped me throughout these years. Because she is really sweet. She is very helpful, and she knows I'm always here if I ever need help with anything.
Mr. Boyer, because he's really fun and he's cool, and he does good around kids.
It's got to be Mr. Hamilton, the boomer, the old guy. It wouldn't be Houston High School without Mr. Hamilton.
Miss Roya, Miss A. She is my favorite teacher because I can rant to her and she just gives me good grades.
Gilbert was my favorite. She's a math teacher, and she just helped me out a lot with math, and she also made the class very fun and exciting. So,
Miss Poole, Miss Kennedy, Dr. Simone, Mr. Kenning.
I got a lot, actually. I like Dr. Ducey, Dr. Suchman, Mr. Hamilton, Miss Osment, Miss Cressman. You know.
Probably either Miss Cox, Mr. Wakefield, or Mr. Travers, because I like them a lot.
Mr. Hamilton, just because he's so cool, you know? He's so cool and hip with the kids.
I would have to say Coach Quinn, because he was my bowling coach, so really give him a lot of respect for all the nice skills he's taught me.
I would say Dr. Suchman, number one. He's not a teacher anymore, but sophomore year, he was the best teacher I've ever had. I think I learned probably the most from him, either him or John Travers. He was definitely a memorable teacher that has taught me more than I could ever repay him for. And then I would also probably say Miss Poole, just because she was really the first person to make biology something I really loved learning about. And she's just the sweetest lady ever imaginable. So anybody who takes her class is just going to love it.
Definitely Mr. Drew Hamilton, rock star teacher right there, just absolute, yeah, what a man.
Miss Jackie Smith, because she's just a goober, and we love her.
Miss Gilbert, because she helped me a lot with math. I was struggling with math a lot, and then she helped me, and then she's like a second mom. I can tell her anything.
It's Miss Gilbert because she's like a friend and a teacher. She helps you through all your assignments, and you can talk to her about anything.
College A, mostly because he's just a funny guy. He's there for you when you need it.
My favorite teacher at Houston is Mr. Hamilton because he's always funny and I like him.
Has to be Mr. Drew Hamilton just because of all the valuable in and out of the classroom things that he has taught us. He's so very wise.
I have a top three in no particular order. It's Dr. Suchman, Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Travers. And because I had a great time in their class and something I look forward to every day. I loved all their classes.
My favorite teacher would have to be John Drew Hamilton because he's just wise beyond his age, and he's like a young soul in an old man's body.
Congratulations, seniors, class of 2021. I know that you all have been through a lot this year, and a lot of things have been ups and downs and all the things in between. I know that some things have been disappointing, as well as opportunities in which you've learned. Thank you so much for going through adversity. Thank you so much for conquering your fears and then challenging yourself to be better versions of yourself. I know that this year has not been the greatest. But the lessons that you've learned this year, I hope that you carry them on. I hope that the resiliency that you truly, truly learned is the thing that carries you into your next phase. At this time, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all of the hard work that you've given. Thank you for representing Houston outside in the community. And also just thank you so much for leaving a legacy that others will be able to live up to. We really appreciate you, class of 2021, and we look forward to watching you and seeing where you go.
I've got a great teacher impersonation of Mr. Chad Uhiren. Jim, you went and broke your jaw. You did what? And have you seen Big Red? Man, that thing will get through all the snow that's out there today. And Woo Pig.
Also, Miss Smith, she would always be like, hey, we don't want to do work today. She'd be like, I don't care, little boy, we're doing work. This is math class.
Hamilton, hey, welcome to school.
Coach Brock? Colin? Are you with me? We're learning about China today.
This is my impression of Mr. Uhiren. Jim, why'd you get that brand? Woo Pig, go Arkansas.
Hi, seniors. Congratulations. You've made it through a difficult year. It's been hard. It's been tough, but you made it. Remember, graduation is not an ending. It's just a beginning to the next chapter of your life. So I wish all of y'all the best of luck for this next chapter. Congratulations again, graduates of 2021.
Falling down the main lobby stairs the first day of freshman year.
Freshman year was the first football game, and all the cheerleaders have to do back tucks when the football team scores a touchdown or something. And I was in the back because I was not good at tumbling, and I was really scared to do my back tuck on the track because all the student section counts out with us, like 1, 2, until we get to the amount of points that we currently have. And it was finally my turn to do it. First football game, super nervous, and they're counting out, and they're like, 27, 28, and then you just hear everybody go, ooh. And I completely busted my face in front of the entire student section, all the families. I'm like crying. It's so embarrassing. Like I'm bleeding everywhere. And then my coach comes up to me and he's like, you know that someone had to have gotten that on video. It's like, also your hair is really messed up too. And yeah, I will never live that down.
Junior year, I was in Miss Coates' pre-cal honors class with Mina and Daniel and some other people, Leela. But Mina was standing by the door, and she and Daniel, they were like standing by the door, and I was trying to get through, and so I pushed past them and ended up tripping over one of their foots, and then I fell into the middle of the hallway in front of everyone because like the bell was about to ring to leave, and it was just super embarrassing, and I cried.
I would say tripping in the hallway and like losing all of my stuff that was in my hands at the time, like phone and a drink.
One time, sophomore year, I was rushing to class because I was late, and I fell down the stairs, and I spilt my coffee all over me, and I think I was wearing a white shirt, so that was pretty embarrassing.
I fell up the main stairs while transitioning in class.
Falling down the stairs, main lobby, end of the day, rush hour, sophomore year. It was traumatic.
Last year, I was trying to get cool Instagram photos, and I went on top of a dumpster, and I fell in.
When I tried to go to the pool on the roof.
I got pantsed freshman year by one of my friends. That was pretty embarrassing.
It wasn't my own embarrassing moment, but it was a secondhand embarrassment kind of moment. Mina, CI, shout out to Mina. She fell down the stairs sophomore year and broke her foot, and then she was in a cast for a couple months.
Probably all of my pre-cal honors class was my most embarrassing moment. I was really no good at it, and going in there every day. Love the teacher. Miss Coates was awesome. Hate pre-cal.
I farted in class one time. It was all eyes on me, and it was not very comfortable.
Hello, seniors. I imagine the first thing that probably comes to mind is who is this bearded stranger who's addressing you. My name is Mr. Gillespie. I became the vice principal just a few weeks ago, and I haven't had the fortune that our other administrators have to have spent the last 4 years with you. But as you end what is probably one of the oddest years in your educational career, I want to wish all of you luck. Thank you for everything that you've meant to Houston High School and all the ways that you've served your community and the innumerable ways that you'll serve the communities as you leave to move on to your post-secondary life. Remember that you've always got a place at Houston High School. Take us with you and make sure that you get back in touch with your teachers and let them know how you're doing and what you're doing. There's nothing better for a teacher to hear than from a former student and the stories of success. Best of luck to all of you, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
I'm gonna miss getting to see my friends every single day.
I guess the welcoming spirit and how cool everyone is. So
the football games and just seeing all my friends every day, and just the great learning environment.
Really just some of my friends in the community here.
The teachers probably, and having all my friends around and just having this community of people,
Definitely gonna miss film and marketing with Hammy and Boyer. Obviously, I'm gonna miss all my friends and stuff. It's sad because a lot of the stuff that I'm gonna miss, we've already missed this year, like lunch and stuff. I kind of miss it already with just everyone and stuff like that. But all around, just the atmosphere at Houston and my friends.
The environment. I think there's pretty cool people here. And the pep rallies are really fun.
Just normal school days, because 2020 and 2021 have made me take them for granted, and I really miss them.
Yeah, I will miss seeing my friends and my favorite teachers.
My friends and the teachers that I like.
100% the people. They're all there for you, whether you want them to be or not.
Probably miss the people.
The environment and community that Houston provided me each morning.
Definitely cross country and track team. I've been running with them for ever since freshman year. Some of them I even ran with in middle school. So I've really grown to know a lot of those people on the team, and I'm really gonna miss them.
Seeing like my high school friends and being able to like do goofy stuff in the hallway.
I'm probably gonna miss film class just because it's always a good time and it's one of the classes I enjoyed the most.
I'll miss hanging out with all my friends and going to football games.
The thing I'm really going to miss the most is the band. I really enjoyed going to competitions. The competitions were like a blast. It was like very, very exciting and stuff, and yeah.
Just like, I guess, knowing everybody. It was a good community to be in. I felt like everybody just kind of knew everybody.
Probably all of my haters.
I think I'm just going to miss this community the most. It was just filled with a lot of really great people who continue to like inspire me every day, made me a better person, helped me grow. I think it was just a really nice group of people. It was nice to be able to grow up with everyone and be in such like a tight-knit community and learn from each other. I'd probably say that's my thing I'm going to miss the most.
Hello, seniors. Wow, it's been a rough couple of years, and I know it's been a struggle getting through, but hey, you're almost there. I tell you what, you're going to be so successful in the future. All these things that you've learned here at Houston, all these ways that you've learned to get all your lessons done, all your assignments done, it's really going to help you in the long run. And I know you're going to do so well in college. I wish you the best. Always going off. I wish you the best in the future, and hopefully you'll look back on these years and think, man, I really enjoyed my time at Houston, and I know you're going to do so well. Congratulations.
I want to shout out the film class, the soccer team, and just a special shout out for Jim K. Yeah.
Nay, Kelly, and Kennedy.
Colin, and Kinsey, and Daniel.
Senior shout outs, just my friend group. A couple of them to be named: Maggie, Brooke, Veronica, Madeline, Abby, Lauren. Trying to name all of them. Sarah, Kinsey. I think I hopefully got them all. Also Elliot. Because they were just some of the best people I could have ever imagined. I couldn't have ever asked for a better group of friends, and I truly don't think I would be the same person without them.
Colin Cardo, Paul Husband, and probably Chandler Kuhn.
Shout out to Jack McSwain, Eddie Trusowski, and Jake Arnold.
Shout out to Mina Ziai, Abby Malahi, Veronica Lane, Lauren Edwards, Sarah Santel, Brooke Grant, Madeline Sells, and Kinsey Carroll.
Shout out to my film class and to Luke Modine.
Shout out to Par.
Alright, shout out to Liam White. Shout out to Grace Price. Shout out to Brooke Grant. Shout out to Mina Ziai. Shout out to Madeline Sells. Shout out to Kinsey Carroll. Lauren Edwards. What? Sarah Santel. I have way too many friends, guys.
Yeah, shout out to my friends.
Austin Rude and Zachary Campbell.
I'd like to give a shout out to Paul Husband, Jim K, and probably Zach Campbell.
Shout out Colin Cardo and Jim K.
All the teachers here at Houston High, great people. So everyone is a senior shout out.